WeatherChannel.THEwav. And let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors. Stop it. We don't have any.
All right, into our 5-day weather forecast in Peru, Indiana. Tonight, February the 2nd, a few snow showers, low of 18 degrees Fahrenheit, precipitation at a 30% chance, winds to the south to southwest at 9 miles per hour, humidity at 50%.
Saturday, February 3rd, it's going to be mostly cloudy, high of 40 degrees Fahrenheit, low of 32 degrees Fahrenheit, no precipitation, not a chance, clear day, but 17 mile per hour wind, so deal with that, fuckers.
Okay. Sunday, the Lord's Day, on February the 4th, AM snow showers, a high of 33 degrees and a low of 10 degrees. Precipitation at an 80% chance, so watch out. Winds to the west and northwest at 17 miles per hour. Humidity 84%.
Be careful getting back from your Super Bowl parties. So Monday, February 5th. We all know you're taking that off. You're getting fucking wasted at the Super Bowl party. Go Tom Brady. Yeah. But anyway.
You're gonna play the goddamn football.
But anyway, it'll be mostly cloudy. High at 26. It's going to be a little chilly. A low of 22. 20% chance of precipitation. It ain't happening, let's be honest. Light 9 mile per hour wind. Fuck humidity, that's gay. Tuesday, February 6th. It's going to snow, pal. High of 31, low of 20. And like I say, it's going to snow. 90% chance of precipitation. And a low 9 mile per hour wind. Wednesday, February 7th. Fuck!
Partially cloudy, high of 23 degrees, low of 3 degrees. Well, it's going to get close. It's going to get real cold.
Better bundle up in the morning, bitch.
Well, it could be in the evening. But all them fellas working the 9 to 5.
Shout out to all you niggas working the 9 to 5.
Precipitation, 20% chance. Winds to the north and northwest at 9 miles per hour. 86% humidity. Okay.
That concludes today's weather forecast.
Welcome, everybody, to the WeatherChannel.THEwav podcast with your host, Sam the Hitman Hart, and Max Moore, a.k.a. Magmore. You boys. The first of hopefully many podcasts.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. But moving right along, let's talk about James Cage White. What a guy! Like he liked my tweet already.
A young Asian man, part of ironic Twitter, weird Twitter, whatever you want to call it. You know, he doesn't know he's a part of it. He's part of it, though. He's a big part of it. He's got 75,000 followers. He's a big part of it. But I don't think he's aware of it. He's the man's just looking for love. Yeah. Right now, he's torn between
his colleague at work
and the local cinema girl. I'm not sure what that means. If she works at the cinema, or
like you just saw
probably,
her there,
but
I don't know. Maybe it was a date. He said her mom really likes him.
And see, he said if he got a nice blonde white girl, his mom would be very happy. But but in my opinion, it's not all about his mom's happiness. His happiness should come first. But James Cage White, he's not very fluent in English or anything.
No, it doesn't need to be. Because, you see, I mean, I just sent him a tweet. I just said, great job, keep it up, buddy. He already fucking liked it.
I mean,
Like,
He's
hit your man
active.
up. Hit him up. Hit your boy up.
Like, you need anything, hit James Cage White up.
You need a basic HTML website?
Yeah.
He's your boy.
He designs websites. He can play the fucking keyboard for you if you need it. James Cage White is your man for anything.
Yeah.
A genius. He regularly uploads on YouTube.
Really?
Uploads.
Fuck.
Remember, he did 3 today.
Shit.
Remember, he one where he's in his car. He just talked about.
Oh,
his
yeah.
day?
Oh, I guess. I thought it was just like a Twitter video.
No, it's YouTube.
Holy fuck.
James Cage White.
Yeah. A real pioneer.
Like you think YouTube Asian? You think rice gum? No. James Cage White would beat Rice Gum's ass if he saw him.
Yeah, really. Like, he'd do something.
Final thoughts on James Cage White. Like, Cinema Girl, just give him top.
I don't know. I have to see the lovely ladies and actually, I don't know.
Like, we want the best for our man James.
Really.
Like it's not about the looks.
Well, no, that's not necessarily all I meant either. Yeah, I want to know their personalities too.
Yeah, it's all about the heart.
The art. Okay. All right. Segue into next topic. Seeing as Red Dead Redemption 2 was announced for
October.
October?
Yeah, an October release date.
Okay, well, it's announced regardless. But we're going to talk about its predecessor, Red Dead Redemption, and specifically its online mode, and how Sam had never played it. Like, what the fuck? Dude, it was like GTA 5 before GTA 5 came out. You could it's like, hey, you wanna ride a fucking cow? Here you go. Like, you just ride a cow, I don't know, just shoot people.
Boy, I was running that dial-up back then. Can't help it.
Well,
but
but
Red Dead Redemption 2, a classic. Maybe Rockstar's greatest game, except for probably San Andreas, but it's debatable. San Andreas goes hard in the paint, but that's not the topic right now. Red Dead Redemption is on the way.
Yeah, like, logged in quite a few hours on the old Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. Used to play that shit all the time.
Yeah. Did you ever play Undead Nightmare?
Yeah. Another almost perfect game. Not as good as Red Dead Redemption, but a really fun zombie game.
You know, Brandon was telling me how hard he thought Undead Nightmare was. I'm like, all I could think is like, what?
It wasn't that hard.
Yeah. A little background. Brandon is my manager at AutoZone.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's Magmore's employer.
Yeah. But needless to say, Undead Nightmare, not a hard game. Brandon doesn't know.
Like, nobody else has guns.
Yeah.
So it's not hard.
Yeah. Like, honestly, like, I don't know, the shit that I always try to do on there is like, I try to do like the challenges and shit. It's just like, use your dead eye to dome them real quick, and it's just like, shoot real quick, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah,
you
like
do that.
Like that game was like kind of a pain to free roam in because it's like you walk around and just like 20 zombies be there. It's like, hey.
Like, oh, you know, like that like old abandoned mansion place, like Tumbleweed. Yeah, they hung out there.
Yeah, like the boys.
Yeah, the boys.
Like the boys were getting the bag at Tumbleweed.
There was the trench, you know, like they were in there. They were in that trench. That was the spot. Like that's where they got the bag.
Yeah, they had the bag and Tumbleweed Mansion. Like, they were back there playing Fortnite and drinking Code Red Mountain Dew, and you had to get in there.
Yeah, some dirty.
Like, and I mean, you earned it if you got in there.
Oh shit.
Story time with Mag Moore.
Yeah. Tonight's story is just a classic, an AutoZoner experience.
Tonight, classic.
Yeah.
Just happened tonight.
Yeah, it just happened tonight, actually. This old man pulls up in his 94 Dodge Caravan. walks in the store very slowly, mind you. A few minutes from lapses from the time he exited his vehicle to the door. But walks inside and proceeds to yell out, "Gas cap!" This is fairly normal. This happens quite a bit. So, then the correct AutoZone procedure is to ask him, "Oh, what's the year, make, and model on your vehicle, sir?" And then he proceeds to just give me a blank stare for a while. Mind you, this old man is very old. He has to be pushing 70, maybe 80. But just this classic old man with a really long beard, just really long hair with kind of balding. But just blank stare on his face and just, "Oh, I don't know." And so I had to proceed to go outside and I mean, by the weather forecast, you know it's fucking cold outside. Fucking trying to figure out what I figured out it was this Dodge Caravan, and I was like, "You know what year it is?" He's like, blank stare. No. So I had to take a snapshot of the old VIN number, the vehicle identification number, and slap that bitch into the AutoZone mainframe and quick hacking skills and figure out what he needed. Found out the gas cap this man desperately required. And he proceeded to pull out his billfold and to get the 1144 for it. I still had to go get the gas cap, so I was like, "Oh, hold on, gotta go get the gas cap." So I go off to behind the scenes and proceed to walk over to the cash register. He walks over back over to the cash register with me, and I proceed to ring him up. Totals $11.44. He pulls out his old wallet, his leather billfold, and proceeds to pull out like a 5 and 4 ones. So $9, not enough fucking money. He's like, "Oh, I don't have it." I was like, "Sorry, sir. Yeah, nothing I can do, But so he was like, I gotta run to the bank." So he proceeds to, the pack up and leave, take the L and go to the bank, I guess.
Well, it's also 9:30.
Yeah, I worked the fucking the graveyard shift at AutoZone. So no fucking banks open. Like he might be the ATM, but this man has a lost presence amongst it. He is gone. He doesn't know where he is. And while I'm talking about it, it's like, why are they letting him drive? Like, how is he not gotten in a wreck? But I digress. He's going to his vehicle now, which, mind you, it's the journey back is no quicker than the journey to the AutoZone, so not taking him quite a time. In between that time, my manager Brandon, as you all well know, found that when he was getting all of his money out at the counter, he had left some of his money on the counter and just left it there. So it was like a whole $5 bill. He's like, "Hey, you can pay for it." I was like, "Hey." So I go jogging outside. He had just reached the door of his van by the time I'd gotten outside, and I was like, "Sir, you got another $5. You can pay for that the gas cap." And he's like, "Oh, okay." So we proceed back inside.
10 minutes later.
Yeah. Time skip. We're at the register again. Give him his total of $11.44 again. Proceed to have his full amount of money, and then I kid not. He says, "I don't have enough money." Like, clearly this old man has something where he just doesn't know. He's gone, but he clearly didn't have enough money. But me being the kind soul that I am, I correct his mistake and say, "No, sir, you have enough money." And because he just has his money just spread out at the counter at this point. And I show him that he has 2 $5 bills that makes $10, and then 2 ones will give him 12, enough to make change with. I think it was like 56 cents. But he just, that's it. Fuck.
All right, on to the next topic. A very big issue in the world, maybe one of the biggest abominations ever to be televised. And it's the same shit every single year. I'm talking about the Grammys. Every fucking year they nominate okay music, okay projects, okay albums, right? That's not the problem, but it is a little bit, not the huge problem. Who they pick to win the Grammy is fucking atrocious. Almost 9 times out of 10. Pull up the Grammy winners for the Grammys the other last weekend when it was.
Okay, here we go.
All right, album of the year. Yeah,
Sorry.
It's all right. No, go back up. 60. See all awards.
Fuck.
All right, you're on. All right, let's start out a record of the year. You know they fucking gave it to Bruno Mars and 24 Karat Magic. You know what the nominees were? Redbone, Glover, man, Donald Glover, Despacito. That song's it's kind of sus, but it's all right. It's better than 24 Karat Magic. Story of OJ, Jay-Z, boom, classic Jay-Z,
banger,
mature Jay-Z, more the introspective type Jay-Z. You know, and then you had K. Dot with Humble. No, not that one. Honestly, Story of OJ should have won it, but any of them are better than 24 Karat Magic. But you know the Grammys, they're pussies. They're a bunch of spineless pussies, and they picked the easy pick. Like they picked what the 40-year-old woman would listen to, not what anyone, not the actual quality music. But same thing of album of the year. They picked 24 Karat Magic, Bruno Mars, over Gambino, Awaken My Love, Jay-Z, 444, Damn, Kendrick Lamar, and Melodrama Lord. Which honestly, every single one of those albums just blow it out of the water. Like, Lord probably should have won, right? Because you can't give it to Kendrick Lamar because that hip-hop's too crazy. You can't give it to Jay-Z because he said the N-word. I mean, Kendrick say it too, but I mean, still. You can't give it to Childish Gambino. That album too funky. That's too funky for the children.
Yeah, Lord's a woman.
Yeah, Lord's a woman. That's why she didn't get it. But in all honesty, she had the much better project.
Hey.
I mean, and Song of the Year. Look who it is. Old Bruni. That's what I like. And again, we had Despacito. That's fine. 444. Fine. Issues. Who the hell's that?
Let's find more information.
Julia Michaels, I think that's her name. Don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Yeah. Go ahead and get
The Logic 1-800 song. Sure, like it's kind of corny, but I mean, if less people commit suicide, what can I say? Best new artist. This is where they really fucking blew it, but everyone got a little extra mad, in my opinion. Now they gave it to Alicia Cara. She's been around 3-4 years. They're like, well, she's new. It's like, what?
New to me.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they do it. Like, well, it's the first time I ever heard of Reno. It's like, okay, do you even listen to music? But anyway, not to be cringy, because whatever, you know. But Khalid was nominated. He was new. He was legitimately new. He probably should have won it, right? Maybe. Lil Uzi Vert, he's been around a few years, but Julia Michaels, I don't really know who that is. Okay. Sorry, I'm not a genius, but sure. SZA, she should have won it. She was new. Her album was like 9 out of 10, in my opinion. She should have won it easy, but no, you know how you know. But everyone got all pissed about it. Alicia Cara, like, she didn't deserve to be bullied because she won a Grammy, but she was. Go ahead.
I'm taking over here. Best pop solo performance. That is "The Shape of You" by Ed Sheeran.
This ginger fuck.
Yeah. You know.
Looks like legit a valet at a hotel.
Honestly, that's not the greatest photo. Other nominees: "Love So Love" by Kelly Clarkson.
Sure.
"Praying" by Kesha.
Like, here, I got it. Here's the thing, right? Kesha, Gaga, not Pink, okay? Garbo. But Gaga or Kesha probably should have won it, in my opinion. Maybe, I'll say Kesha. Shout out to my man, Mitch. So, I don't know much about that, but that's just my opinion.
Best...
Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck.
That's Garbo. That's out of my... Get something that we actually know about. Oh, here we go. There's one. Best pop vocal album. The Valet Strikes Again. Divide by Ed Sheeran. You had Rainbow. Kesha probably should have won it, right? Or even Lana Del Rey's album was pretty good. Or Gaga, but you know they gave it to this ginger guy who gets mistaken for a waiter 4 out of 5 times.
Best dance recording. What the?
LCD Sound System. Shout out.
Yeah. James Murphy.
You guys did it. Yeah, you move
Cola.
on. That shit's out of my... Oh, all this dance shit, couldn't tell you a thing about it.
Yeah.
Rock performance, couldn't tell you anything about it today.
Yeah, don't know.
Yeah, honestly, that's enough about the Grammys. In my... One more Grammy here. Best R&B performance, Bruno Mars. You know he got it. He's unstoppable. He makes nobody's pushing the boundaries like Bruno Mars. Yeah. He's making the greatest music there is. What were the other nominees? Get Out, Daniel Caesar, featuring Caliuchis, banging, right?
Oh shit.
I don't know that distraction, Kalania. But anyway, go up real quick. The Weeknd by SZA definitely should have won that, in my opinion. Just my opinion, but you don't take my opinion. I'm a dumbass.
All right, does that conclude the Grammys?
Yeah, that concludes my.
Yeah, because I mean, you can see the running theme here. It's just the same dumbasses.
See, the Grammy is not a quality contest. It's a popularity contest.
It's just to see who got up there.
And we'll conclude it at that. All right. For our last segment, we're going to do a little Vietnam flashback for y'all. We're going back to North Miami High School. Feels so long ago, but it wasn't even quite a year ago. We were in that bitch still. And one of the daily issues, disruptions, or some would say blessing. I would say blessing sometimes because they made my day better and worse. And school will never be the same without them if they weren't there. And that is the holy Voc boys, or the truck boys, the Ford boys, the Dodge boys, whatever you want to call them.
All right. Let's do a little explaining here. The truck boys are technically a group of North Miami male students that attended a vocational class at I don't know, wherever I think it's Heartland.
They did diesel mechanics. They did the lawnmower class. It didn't matter. Maybe auto collision.
Yeah, they're working on cars, so they're the truck boys. They drive trucks. Boys. They drive trucks. Okay, they're truck boys.
They're sticking a chaw on their lips.
Yeah.
But anyway, Max Moore was also in Voc, so he'll give you his perspective on the topic.
let's clear the air right now. Was not a truck boy, all right?
Max drove a car. He still does.
Yeah. I worked on computers, but regardless, we all rode the bus like in the morning to go over to this vocational school because it wasn't attached to our little bumfuck high school. It was too poor to afford like any of the shit that we did. But
so had a voyage each morning.
Yeah, but needless to say, like this is where. It was the ship that carried all the immigrants over. There was a little bit of all the truck boys and everybody else mingled.
Yeah, the computer boys.
Yeah,
the cosmetology gals.
Yeah, but freaking, they'd always just throw shit, which just classic boys move, just throwing their dirty trash around or throwing it out the window, putting in some fresh chewing tobacco or hitting that small pen vape mod on the bus. You know, they're always up to some kind of shenanigans.
And I was on the outside of it all. You know, I just went to normal school. You know, I wasn't a nerd or a voc boy, but I remember a particular day where the voc boys. By voc boys, I mean the truck boys. They brought some alcohol on the bus.
Oh,
and these boys were getting lit before truck class, which you shouldn't be working on heavy machinery if you're under the influence of anything, right? But they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, they said.
And one of them got suspended, I think, for like a couple weeks or something, and he nearly didn't graduate because of it, you know. But the voc boys had a good morn, you know.
Yeah.
They were drinking some Captain Morgan or some shit in the back of the fucking bus.
He took the L.
Yeah, but that's all right. But back to Maggle.
Yeah, just to really give you an idea how crazy these boys would get. Like one time, we did like after vocational, we would come back to school to eat lunch. And after lunch, we just kind of did whatever the fuck until the next period.
Most just, went in the lobby and you just sat down, you know. The voc boys, they occupied the lobby, but it was their WWE ring.
Yeah, like legitimate like wrestling matches would take place over in their little corner, or like they like to play a game where they get like a full bottle of water and just like hook it as hard as they can at each other. Like it's pretty interesting to watch, but nonetheless, it's just you deal with it enough, you just get real pissed off about it.
The voc boys overall were good from a distance. They were funny to listen to, they were funny to watch, but when they got near you, it's just like, get away, you smell like oil. You smell like oil.
Oil boys.
Yeah, and like they would always like in the morning before school when we'd arrive in the morning, they would always like just rev up their trucks really loud, just to see who had the louder V8 power stroke, it was a daily competition, and it was fierce.
Yeah.
And then I remember one time one of them like scratched the other's truck, and just a big controversy happened for the next few days. But all in all, like I'm so glad I got to experience,
just
like
the boys,
like the 2 years of driving to school, and the voc boys also in the parking lot. Would never change it for anything. Like,
yeah. It could have been a little less annoying on the bus, but whatever. I listen to music most days.
They gave it their all. Shout out Sam Scott. Shout out Dugan Greer. Shout out Otto Mulatto. And that's pretty much it. The rest of them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. All right. Final thoughts as we conclude our first episode of WeatherChannel.THEwav podcast. Fuck the Grammys. Shout out the voc boys. Shout out the Asian guy we were talking about earlier. Can't remember his name now. Doesn't even matter.
Cage.
Yeah, shout out. Fuck him. Actually, fuck him. I hope he doesn't get the Cinema Grill. Fuck him. But anyway.
The whole thing's off now.
Yeah. Final thoughts. Recommendations. Rich Brian just dropped his album. It was full of straight bangers, honestly. Recommend that. And we...
recommend drinking water.
Yeah, drink more motherfucking water. And if you want to contact us for any reason, I wouldn't know why. Maybe to give us some suggestions, maybe a question or two. I don't care. Our Twitter for this podcast is Vicky_TheWave. That is THEWAV. That'll probably be in the link in the description below. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. See ya.
Yeah, welcome all.